Chapter 33. Sebastian turned around, realizing a hunchbacked old man was standing no more than 10 feet away from him. He suddenly broke into a cold sweat. If the old man was able to approach this distance silently, his strength must be extraordinary. He would surely have been at a disadvantage if this old man had attacked him earlier. The old man had few gray hairs, and his face was wrinkled. He seemed lifeless in his dark and deep eyes. Sebastian immediately came to his senses. "Are you the owner?" "Right. Are you here to pawn?" asked the old man. "No. I came here to buy." Sebastian unfolded a piece of paper. "I'm looking for that amulet." The old man looked at the paper. "I'm sorry, there's nothing like that here. I came because I had enough information." "Why are you hiding information in a deal?" "All right, I'll tell you the truth. We do have the amulet, but a customer pawned it. He would be back in a few days however, now that the amulet had appeared, he had to find a way to get it." "Mister, wait." The old man suddenly stopped him. Sebastian turned to him confused. "I heard the customer mention that the amulet has a match. Could you have seen its match before?" "Not yet." Sebastian shook his head. "Mister, you hesitate to tell the truth. If you haven't seen it, how did you get the picture of the amulet?" the old man asked. "I saw it in a book." "I've never seen those," Sebastian admitted. "Don't worry, mister. I just want to look at it and compare it to its counterpart. I wonder if there is anything special about them. I'd like to lend it to you so you can see, but I don't really have it with me." "What if I insist?" "Smile, take it, so I can't sell it to you," the old man politely rejected him. "Can you tell who made the mortgage? Or can you contact him and let him know that I'm willing to buy it at a high price?" The old man shook his head with a smile. "Sorry. This is private information." "All right. Goodbye." Even though Sebastian was disappointed, he couldn't do anything but leave. Sebastian thought he could take it by force, but it was not easy to fight the old man. Maybe there are others with it. Impetuousness can get in the way of Sebastian. He took a step back and left footprints on the floor as he forced his way back. It took him 5 to 6 steps to balance himself. When he felt his energy boil as well as his blood, he almost vomited blood. Sebastian was shocked. The strength of the handsome man was more than he expected. However, the old man did not succeed either. He also backed away. "You are indeed the mighty Supreme One. You are young, but your strength is amazing. Just give it time, and maybe no one will be stronger than you." The old man sighed. "Who are you?" shouted Sebastian. This old man was the strongest he had ever met. "I'm the vice president of Dragonheart, Finn Copper." Sebastian realized this. "I was told that Dragonheart secretly appeared in Ravenview, but I couldn't find it. By the way, you're hidden in the forest. No wonder I can't see you." Finn grinned. "You're too late. Give me the amulet, and maybe I'll let you die in peace. But you'll really regret it." A sneer appeared on Sebastian's lips. "You're good, but I doubt you can kill me. How about we help him?" 2 identical women appeared, both holding swords. They both looked to be in their 20s and were very beautiful. With their perfect physique, their expression is tough. Their eyes especially are like the eyes of snakes.
Chapter 34. You face me together. I'm intrigued to know how good you two are. Sebastian said arrogantly. He has no fear even though he is in a dangerous situation right now. Even if he can't defeat them, he won't let them stop him from escaping. Finn smiled with a malicious grin. "Oh Supreme One, aren't you a bit confused?" Sebastian's expression changed. It was true that he was a little dizzy, but he didn't pay much attention to it. Understanding was starting to click in his mind. "When did you poison me?" "Try to guess," Finn smiled. Sebastian quickly remembered what had happened earlier, and several things suddenly dawned on him. The flowers in the forest and the candles overflowing. Yes, and the tea. Those three things are not toxic by themselves. Even if two of them are combined, it will not cause any damage. But they are deadly when the three are combined. He was careful, but he still fell into their trap. I have heard of your prowess in medicine and in martial arts. You guys are really amazing, and you found the truth right away, Finn praised. Since you know my skills, don't you find it funny that you poisoned me? Sebastian said sarcastically. Actually, he was trying to take longer to get the poison out of his body. Finn saw his motive. Of course I will not use the ordinary poison, I know your medical experience. I read this formula in an ancient book. Dindal flowers, Sensual Blend, and Putio tea are his. Sebastian was eager to get rid of Finn quickly, however his strength was his equal. On top of that, Yanni was a big nuisance. Not to mention that he had to maneuver a portion of his energy to suppress the poison, which caused him to be unable to exert his full strength. All odds were against him. At the same time, Lillian was forcibly taken to an office on the top floor of the Shadow Tiger group. All of you get out. You are not allowed to enter without my orders, Andrew groaned. Bryce and his men hurriedly retreated, not forgetting to close the door. They knew Andrew would have fun with Lillian. She was the beautiful girl of Ravenview, after all. All men fantasize about her. They can only envy Andrew, hoping that he will join him when, having experienced countless battles. Sebastian had been looking forward to this moment the moment he launched his attack. The attack on Holly was just a sham. He suddenly dodged to the side, and a wave of energy hit Holly. With a resounding crash, Holly was thrown back. He spat a mouthful of blood into the air and died before his body fell to the ground. Holly! Both Finn and Yanni shouted. You are crazy, I will kill you. Finn exploded in anger. He couldn't believe that he had just accidentally killed his grandson because of Sebastian. He faced Sebastian in the blink of an eye and punched him in the face. Sebastian cocked his head to the side, avoiding his attack. He immediately buried his foot in Finn's stomach, and Finn reacted quickly as well. They immediately engage in close combat while Yanni waits for an opportunity to strike. From time to time he would strike Sebastian with his sword, causing physical pain. Sensing her impending doom, Lillian panicked. The color drained from her face as Andrew approached her. Please subscribe and comment. Thank you. Chapter 35. Andrew stood in front of Lillian, facing her as he asked, Miss Smith, do you know why I asked you? I know, but it's really nothing to do with me. Sebastian hurt Kieran, not me. Lillian quickly shifted the blame to Sebastian, thinking he had fled Ravenview. The Shadow Tiger clan was just terrible at Ravenview, after all. He's your husband. How dare you keep yourself out of this when he crippled my son because of you? Andrew was annoyed as he held a fist in his hair. Lillian immediately burst into tears from the pain. Mr. Miller, I only got married to Sebastian for convenience. I also didn't think he would act out of impulse. Besides, I was completely knocked out then. I have no idea what happened. Married for convenience? Andrew grinned. Miss Smith, I heard you've always been prim and proper. You haven't dated anyone yet, and you just married him. Does that mean you're still a virgin? Lillian's face turned pale. Mr. Miller, please let me go. I'm willing to cover all the medical expenses and compensate with $2 billion. Will that be okay? My son is impotent. He won't be able to have sex from now on. He's my only child. Andrew growled, anger burning in his eyes. I didn't mean for things to turn out this way, either. But what's done is done. Even killing me won't undo it, Lillian squeaked. You're right. It's pointless. But it all started because of you. You must take responsibility for this. What do you want me to do, Mr. Miller? I have a big business, and I can't afford not to have a son. Now that my son's impotent, you're deemed to bear my child. Andrew's eyes lit up with a threatening glint. Although he had many women flocking to him, they all paled in comparison to him. He lusted after her but did not dare to take her by force because she was a child of the Smith family. He will be in big trouble if the Supreme Nexus finds out. However, things are different now. He has a legitimate reason and is not afraid even if the Supreme finds out about it. "Mr. Miller, please let me go," shouted Lillian. "I'm asking you to have me a child. You'll benefit from this." Andrew rushed Lillian as she spoke. Lillian screamed in fear and avoided him. "Go on. The room isn't that big." "Let's see where you run," Andrew whispered, undressing himself, his eyes burning with desire. "Mr. Miller, please spare me. You can get another woman to have children with." "I'm already married," Lillian begged. "Your husband is just a fake. Besides, he's close. He's about to die." Andrew grinned. "Besides, those have no rights. Ordinary woman to give birth to. My son, you should be honored that I am granting you this opportunity. Don't come any closer. I'll kill myself if you do." Lillian took a fruit knife from the table and put it to her throat. "I never give in to threats. Put the knife down. Otherwise, I will kill your whole family." Andrew boomed, his tone laced with murderous intent. Lillian shuddered, and the knife slipped from her hand to the floor. He did not doubt Andrew's ability and gall to carry out his threat. He couldn't risk his family, so he closed his eyes in resignation. Tears began to flow down his cheeks. "It's better, but I hope you improve. Take off your clothes and serve me willingly." "I won't disturb your family as long as I'm happy," Andrew threatened. He intended to humiliate the high and mighty daughter of the Smith family by making her a mere toy for him. Lillian has no other choice when her family's safety is at stake. Enduring the embarrassment, he reluctantly reached for his collar and took off his shirt after a brief moment of hesitation.